My name is Mario Silva, I'm Member of Parliament for Davenport and also Vice Chair of the International Human Rights Committee. I'm very much concerned, and I think all of us here in Davenport and throughout the country are concerned about what is taking place, particularly to those who have conscientiously objected to the war in Iraq. As we all know, Canada made the right decision when it said no to the Iraq war. Iraq war is an international illegal war that is taking place. And those who went there and those who actually had gone to the U.S. Army saw what was taking place on the ground, and they made the right decision in saying no, not just to the war, but to what was taking place on the ground. I think those people who have sought refuge in Canada, and many of them here in Davenport, I have met over the course of the last few years. Many of them reside here, they have families, they have children. Canada has become their home, and Davenport has become their community. And they very much are part of the community. And we want to do everything we can to support them, to lend our solidarity both to the initiative of Let Them Stay Week, which I think is a very important initiative, but we also feel that Canada has to do what it always has done in our tradition of fairness and respect for human rights and human dignity, which is allowing people who have conscientious objected to the wars, just like we did during the Vietnam, like we did during the 60s. We allowed thousands of them to stay in Canada. We want to do the same thing here now and do the right thing. And I think this is a moment, turning point for our government and our country. We just got rejected by the UN Security Council, by the world community. I think in many ways because the world community is very much concerned about our record on human rights. And I think this is one way we can show leadership on this issue, just like we have in the past, and allow the war resistors to stay. These are people who have bravely, men and women who have bravely, against all odds and obstacles, who had to make a lot of sacrifices as well, who abandoned family members at home because they had no other choice, because they weren't allowed to stay, and also object to what was taking place in the war in Iraq. Things have moved on, there's a new administration taking place, but the situation, the reality for them is still the same. They're here, they are applying for status, and Canada needs to honor their brave commitment and respect their decision in the tradition that we've always had of Canada, which is one of respect for fairness, justice, human rights. And I would make that appeal to my constituents to continue to fight for them, but also to all Canadians. Overwhelmingly, I believe, and there's been even a poll that took commission by Angus Reid in 2008 that showed that 2/3 of Canadians want them to stay, and I think that is still very much the case. I think Canadians are generally very compassionate people, very caring people, who have a deep appreciation for people who are in moments of suffering and who have gone through a lot to make Canada their home, and they have established themselves very much as part of this community, and we want them to stay. So I thank you for your continued support. I continue to ask you to continue to fight on their behalf and to be a voice for them, and to do whatever we can, myself in Parliament, but also you as engaged citizens, to go out there and contact the government, contact your different levels, to ask them all to make an appeal, a strong appeal, allowing the war resistors, the conscientious objectors who have said no to this war in Iraq, to let them stay in Canada. Thank you.